like to start off by saying hello. My name is Yvo de Boer. I'm the Executive Secretary of the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change. The UN Climate Change Conference in Copenhagen in December is very fast approaching. And in Copenhagen, the eyes of the world will be on negotiators as they provide the answer to what I see as one of the greatest challenges facing mankind at this moment in time. Climate change, as you know, is accelerating. It's already showing devastating effects in the form of more intense storms and droughts around the world, and affecting already poor people in many parts of the planet. I believe that for Copenhagen to be a success, it must deliver a strong political agreement. And that for me means four things. It means, first of all, absolute clarity on by how much industrialized countries will reduce their emissions in 2020. Secondly, it means for me absolute clarity on what major developing countries like China, India, Brazil, South Africa, Mexico will do to limit the growth of their emissions. I say limit the growth of their emissions because those countries are struggling with economic growth and poverty eradication and have to marry those goals with addressing climate change. In order for those developing countries to be able to engage, to limit the growth of their emissions, they need financial support for both adaptation and mitigation. So that is the third essential that Copenhagen has to deliver clarity on. And fourthly, I believe that Copenhagen has to put in place a new governance structure, a new system to manage financial resources that much more effectively reflects the political realities of today. In other words, a management structure in which developing countries are much more strongly represented than they are at the moment. I don't think that we can wait any longer to take action. I think that Copenhagen must provide clear, definitive answers on each of those 4 points. I'm confident that it can be done, but in order for a deal to be sealed in Copenhagen, we need a spirit of compromise. We will need everyone, I believe, to pull together and overcome the entrenched positions that we're seeing in the negotiations at this moment in time, and that means that you have to tell your decision makers that you are behind a strong agreement in Copenhagen and that you will back them in working